Welcome to Oakland, California, and Oracle Arena, where the 2017 NBA Finals will begin. The Golden State Warriors and Cleveland Cavaliers meeting in the finals for the third consecutive year. The fans crazed and ready to witness history.
Heroes and greatness. You gotta see this. Yeah.
3, 2,
Cleveland is a
1.
city of champions in 40 years.
A rivalry and trilogy making more history. Cavs and Dubs finaling again in year number 3. Two teams that are the best. Only one would taste glory. Familiar plot that deepens the same big story. It's levels to it, you and I know. Tell them be humble. Proving I'm not second best. Redeeming a strong year-long quest. Delivering substance with style. And again, silence and all denial. Hey, I'm the realest, after all, tell them be humble. Hold up.
It's the matchup most NBA fans expected. It's the matchup many NBA fans wanted to see. The Cavaliers and the Warriors once again. A sold-out Oracle Arena as LeBron James is looking for his 4th NBA title and hoping the Cavs can go back-to-back. Going up against Kevin Durant, who's joining this rivalry, and hoping the Warriors can bring the trophy back to the Bay Area. Steph Curry and the Warriors want redemption after the collapse in last year's NBA Finals. And good evening, everyone. Welcome to Game 1 of the 2017 NBA Finals. Along with Mark Jackson and Jeff Van Gundy, Mike Green on hand, Doris Burke-Willis as well. It really is one of the most anticipated finals in NBA history. Never happened before. 2 teams, 3 straight finals. Now let's get started with our Domino's pregame HQ. Let's go right into the defending champs, Mark. LeBron James is playing in his 7th consecutive final, an extraordinary achievement. He's been magnificent in these finals. For them to put off an upset, he's going to have to put up those big numbers again.
Well, think about it, Mike. 32 years old, 14 years in. We've seen a career of greatness, and this very well may be the best that we've witnessed him playing. Unbelievable accomplishment, not just getting it done on the defensive end, but look at his numbers. 57% from the field, 40+ from three-point land. And Kyrie Irving and Kevin Love playing along with him, the best we've seen.
Well, they're playing terrific offensive basketball right now, but it all starts and ends with James. He's had some magnificent wins in the finals and some disappointing losses, but through it all, if they win this year in the finals, Mike, it will be his greatest accomplishment ever.
Well, they go against the Golden State team now with Kevin Durant practically unguardable. But what makes them so tough, defensively, they can dominate as well.
Yeah, but let's talk offense, Mike. And when you add Kevin Durant, you've added a Hall of Fame talent who scores as easily as anyone in the NBA. He is such a good talent. It's going to be hard for LeBron to stop.
They're a special basketball team because they bought in on the defensive end. That's why they're special, and that's why they're here for the 3rd time in a row.
And each team winning one. Who's going to win the rubber match in this basketball trilogy? Kevin Durant in his 2nd NBA Finals, ready to go. And we're ready to go. We send it right now to PA announcer Matt Hurwitz.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Oracle Arena and Game 1 of the 2017 NBA Finals, featuring the Eastern Conference champion Cleveland Cavaliers and your Western Conference champion Golden State Warriors. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we ask those who are able to please rise for our national anthem. Displaying the American flag are members of the United States Armed Services. Here to perform the Star-Spangled Banner, he's the lead singer of the Bay Area's very own multi-Grammy Award-winning group Train. Please welcome Pat Monahan.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free, in the home of the brave.
Ladies and gentlemen, Pat Monahan.
It's finally time to play. The Cavaliers and the Warriors. Who will win the rubber match? We'll begin to find out coming up next as this presentation of the NBA Finals continues after this message and a word from our ABC stations.
It's time for some straight talk.
Just live in the moment, all right? If you live in the moment, things will take care of itself, all right? We got a game plan, let's follow it, all right? Here we go, man. It's a tough task for us, but we're ready for it. Together on three. 1, 2, 3. Together.
Play smart, play tough, play together. Let's have fun. Just us, 1, 2, 3. Just us.
Tip off. Moments away as the Cavs and Warriors take to the court. An electric atmosphere here in one of the loudest buildings in all of basketball, a sold-out Oracle Arena. The third straight finals matchup between these two great teams and the last two NBA champions. And both teams, prior to this finals matchup, have been absolutely dominant. A combined 24-1, including a perfect 12-0 for Golden State, 12-1 for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Even Michael Buffer is here to get the crowd fired up, although they don't need any artificial firing up. As Mike Brown, once again, the acting head coach, Steve Kerr, still out from the complications from his back surgery a couple of years ago. And Brown, of course, the former Cavs coach. In fact, he's still getting paid by the Cavaliers after being fired for the second time. And Tyronn Lue, the former young assistant who has done a magnificent job last year leading him to a championship and his second straight NBA Finals. A roar even for the tip-off. We have waited a long time for this matchup. Durant finds Zaza Pachulia. Had an open layup and passed it back out. Draymond Green misfires. And Pachulia knocks it out of bounds.
Very interesting to see the start, how they defended Kevin Durant coming off pick and roll, willing to allow Pachulia to roll, just wasn't able to capitalize.
Well, Cavaliers perfect on the road in the playoffs as 7-0. In fact, their last two road games, they won by 44 and 33 in Boston against the Celtics. They have been magnificent on the road. Klay Thompson right now on Kevin Love on the switch. Love tied up, 2 to shoot, fires away, air ball.
They were exceptionally physical that entire possession, from Draymond Green's denial to Klay Thompson's post defense.
You see LeBron James on Durant, and a whistle and a foul. It's going to go against Kyrie Irving. He picks up his first. So many interesting glamour matchups. You're going to have Irving and Curry guard each other. Not all the time, but quite often. You've got LeBron James and Kevin Durant.
And Mike, Steph Curry took a shot coming off that screen. Took the wind out of him.
Green and Tristan Thompson guarding each other. Curry's got Thompson on hand. Fires a three. Green tips it out, and Pachulia gives him a new 24. Green's got Kyrie Irving on him. Ball poked away. Picked up by Klay Thompson. He can't get it to fall, and LeBron James grabs hold of that rebound. James penetrates out. J.R. Smith, corner three. That's good for the first bucket of the game. Be interesting to see if there's any rust as Durant way off the mark. Pachulia with a left hand banks it home.
See, that can't happen. If you're Cleveland and you give up offensive rebounds to this great offensive team, Kevin Love's got to do better.
Klay Thompson on Kyrie Irving. The left-hander misses, and a loose ball foul will go against Cleveland.
Well, Pachulia just drew a foul on Tristan Thompson, but Kevin Love's got to get that offense rebound. A little bit of a bad bounce, but still, you cannot give up second shots to the Warriors.
How about that possession? It shows you the versatility of Klay Thompson. Struggling offensively, but one possession he defends, the post up, the second possession defends Kyrie Irving.
Pachulia gives up another open shot. Looked like he had a layup. Durant drives and finishes.
Pachulia thinks they're rotating to him, but they're not. So he's going to have to cash those in.
James drives hard and kicks it out. Kevin Love, his three-pointer won't go. Offensive rebound call by Thompson, and a foul called on Pachulia.
Coach is right. You got to understand if you're Pachulia how you're being defended in pick and roll. They're allowing you to roll to the hoop. You've got to roll to the hoop to look to score. He's too tentative, too passive, looking to be a playmaker instead of a finisher.
Kyrie Irving, who's been unguardable at times in these playoffs, misses that jumper. Curry quickly pushes, trying to draw the foul on J.R. Smith. Inside Green. Now Pachulia shoots, and he banks it way too hard off the glass. On the drive, James can't finish. Durant, scoop layup short. And the Cavs, who like to push as well. James drives inside, wild shot, and he draws the foul. As Draymond Green upset with a call.
Well, how about the energy in this building? Not just fans around the world, but fans here. They've been waiting for this moment, and they have shown up. Clearly contact on the right arm. The previous drive LeBron wanted to call. To me, that's just playoff basketball. I like the fact that you don't get into blowing whistles early on. Let them play.
Well, LeBron James, as many know, the 7th player ever to play in 7 consecutive finals. As he misses the free throw. That hasn't been done in over 50 years, and the only others who have ever done it have been the Celtics from back in the 50s and the 60s. Just a remarkable accomplishment in today's NBA.
And the question of rust or rest, right now we're seeing rust. And it's going to take a bit, even for these great players and great teams. The NBA player is accustomed to playing 3 or 4 times a week. They've played like 12 games in 40-some days.
Elliott Green to Durant. Well, what you say, Jeff, 9 days off for Golden State from their last game, 6 days for Cleveland. But even before that, they played very little basketball since the end of the regular season as Kevin Love drains the three-pointer. Curry has J.R. Smith on him. Curry gets into the paint. Pass deflected by James. And still Golden State ball.
And on top of the rush you were talking about, Coach, is both teams outstanding defensive teams. So you're not going to get much easy.
Thompson gets to the rim. Well, whoever was banged up, and there are a few players, just about everybody is hurting right now at this point in the season as James misses. Irving the follow. Ball tipped out. Durant trying to get it. James comes up with it. James finds Kyrie Irving. Open three. That's good. Well, we talk so much about Golden State and their three-point shooting. Cleveland has been the best three-point shooting team in the playoffs as Curry too strong on that attempt. Ball deflected. Off the turnover. Here's Draymond Green. Goes right at Kevin Love. Offensive foul, and that's 2 on Draymond Green.
Great play by Kevin Love in transition. Some sloppy play. He comes back, gets himself planted. Good job by Love in transition.
What we're witnessing offensively for the Cavs right now is a steady diet of pick and rolls involving Steph Curry, trying to force the Warriors to switch and trying to see how they're going to defend it. The Cavs getting good offense out of it.
Old reliable Andre Iguodala quickly comes in for Golden State. Irving drives. Scoop layup is good.
And they've moved Kevin Durant to guarding Kevin Love.
Durant finds Pachulia. Pachulia this time stuffs it home. Pachulia's got 6 of the 10 points. He's been open. They lob it inside. Irving able to get it. Fakes. Finds Thompson. Stripped down low. Klay Thompson. Andre Iguodala.
Crowd appreciating getting it done on a defensive end. Look at the pursuit of the basketball, not giving up anything easy. Then it's off to the races. Great decision making by Klay Thompson, and Iguodala does the rest.
ESPN's coverage of the NBA Finals on ABC. Brought to you by Disney Pixar's.
Back in Oakland, the finals schedule is now 2-2-1-1-1. They changed it a couple of years ago. All games on ABC. Sunday games at 8 Eastern. All the other games at 9 Eastern. Durant guarding Kevin Love. Love muscles his way in and draws the foul. And Love will head to the free throw line.
And that's what you miss when Draymond Green picks up 2 fouls early. His versatility on the defensive end and playing center field. Good job by the Cavs recognizing, getting Kevin Love touches early. That's clearly contact from Pachulia coming over to help.
2 fouls on Pachulia. There's Love, the playoff numbers. He was superb against the Celtics in the Eastern Conference Finals. Of course, last year was not an easy finals for him. Had a concussion, missed a game, came off the bench. Did have some good moments, including a huge defensive stop late in Game 7. But he has been a different player in these playoffs this year for the Cavaliers.
Game 7, Mike, he had 14 rebounds in 30 minutes. And he was a plus 19. He had a great Game 7.
Teams starting to find the stroke a little bit after a rough start. Thompson on Love. Comes up short. Rebound knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Durant. And the Cavs get a new 24.
That's off the head of Tristan Thompson.
I thought Pachulia might have poked it at the end.
And the referee's now talking, did it hit the rim? It clearly hit the rim, and the clock should be reset.
James now guarded by Iguodala. James kicks it out to Love. Right back inside. James realizing or not realizing was wide open and then throws it down.
And again, it all started with putting Steph Curry in the pick and roll. I like how Curry's showing on those screens, but a little miscommunication late.
Durant's second effort can't get it to fall. James rips down the rebound. James drives in hard, fouled, and he'll head to the free throw line for the second time here in the first quarter.
Well, it's no secret. They're going to try to put Curry in pick and rolls, and then the second pick and roll led to a little miscommunication and the wide open dunk.
And I understand what you're saying about Steph Curry showing in the pick and roll, which means give a little bit of help up top. But I think with Kyrie Irving and LeBron James, it's too dangerous to ask the player to get back in front of them once they're handling the basketball. You got a decision to make. Once you switch that pick and roll, now you have a decision to make. J.R. Smith is going to roll. And now Iguodala trying to overextend gives him direct lane to the cup. That's tough to defend.
James missed the first free throw. He's been erratic from the line all season. He's got a lot of unbelievable stats. How about this one? Tonight is his 41st NBA Finals game.
Wow. I just think you got some great players that's had awesome careers as Curry knocks down a shot on both benches that have never played in the finals. This is their first time.
Well, I've got the two most potent offenses in the NBA. They've been putting up incredible numbers in these playoffs. Irving with a spin, but lost it. JaVale McGee, who just checked in, throws it ahead. Here's Durant across the lane. Man, is this place loud. 8 points already for Durant. James rifles a pass. With J.R. Smith, Thompson all over him. Smith, off-balance shot, in and out. Thompson's tip won't go. Here comes Klay Thompson. Drives on James, poked out of bounds. And Golden State will inbound along the baseline. The Warriors in these playoffs averaging over 118 a game. That's the most in 30 years for a team entering the NBA Finals. And not only scoring, but scoring efficiently, shooting an incredible 50% from the field in the playoffs. Cavaliers at 51%. Just the efficiency offensively for these two talented teams. Darren Williams has come on now for Cleveland. Cavs have some good veterans on the bench. Pass all the way across, and Durant throws it down. How did that pass get there?
It was a turnover. He thought Klay Thompson was back cutting. Curry threw it to space. It just happened to get through. Fortuitous bounce.
James blocked but fouled. JaVale McGee with his first personal.
The best part of this was Curry played it off like it was exactly how he wanted to throw it. And when it hits Kevin Durant's hands, it's a good pass no matter who it was intended for.
And I'm sure the Cavs knew coming in, it's no secret, Kevin Durant added to this Warriors team. It's a different animal. That's a special all-time great talent that they added to a 73-win team. And you notice it right away in game one.
James rattles that one in. You know, coming into these finals, again, you have the Cavaliers. They're the defending champs. They're 12-1 in these playoffs. And, of course, they have LeBron James, Kyrie Irving, and Kevin Love. Yet they're very heavy underdogs in the eyes of many. Mark, are you surprised how many people feel the Cavs are this much of an underdog?
I'm very surprised, especially looking at the ESPN numbers that said a 7% chance that the Cavs win. I understand the greatness of the Golden State Warriors, but the best player on the floor is LeBron James. And in fairness to them, they have a better chance than 7%, even though the Warriors are clearly the favorite.
Curry dribbles it off a foot and a kick ball.
Can you believe that, though? 7% chance to win? I thought you were doing the numbers.
To me, the Warriors are prohibitive favorites, but 7%, it has to be 20%.
And you see the numbers in the last two NBA Finals. Many thought he should have been the Finals MVP in 2015 when Golden State won. He certainly was last year. Durant on the pull-up. McGee tips it out. Ball knocked loose. Picked up by McGee. And Curry able to nab it. Durant down the lane finds JaVale McGee.
Second shots are killing Cleveland right now.
James fakes on a three, fires and hits. He's been shooting 42% from three-point range in this postseason. James has 9 points, 3 assists. Durant, 10 points, 4 assists. Curry has it blocked from behind. He wanted a foul. It's still Golden State ball.
We've witnessed Bird and Magic and Michael and whoever. I mean, this is the great defense by Kyrie Irving. When you're talking about LeBron James versus Kevin Durant, it's special.
It's been a special year for that man, JaVale McGee. Talk about redemption. That is ups and downs in his career, but what a pickup as one of the backup centers for Golden State. He's made an impact already here in the first. Pass inside. Tristan Thompson finds James. A lot of thunderous dunks here in the opening period.
I don't know about this, but Rihanna just walked in front of me. Are you kidding me?
What are you doing, man?
Stay with the game.
LeBron makes a spectacular play like this, and that's what you deal with?
Yeah. What a play.
Want more sports? Hey Siri, download the ESPN app.
All tied up. First quarter, game one from Oakland. Let's welcome in for the first time tonight, Doris Burke. Hey, Doris.
Hey, Mike. Well, on the eve of playing in an incredible 7th consecutive finals, LeBron James yesterday found himself answering questions about things a long way from game one. His home in Los Angeles had been vandalized with a racial slur that had been painted on one of the gates of the property. He told us privately, first and foremost, he was happy that none of his family members were there. The residence was unoccupied. They were safe. He also said publicly, one, it gave evidence to the notion that racism is very much a part of our world, and it's very much part of America. And he said it does not matter how much money, how much fame or admiration you have accumulated. It is something we cannot escape. He followed that by saying, if this incident sheds light on or helps us continue the conversation, I'm okay with it. And Mike, it's an amazing thing to watch LeBron James, because he is in a place personally and professionally. He seems to be able to handle what's ever thrown at him whenever it's thrown at him.
No question, Doris. And we were talking about this yesterday, his response in terms